Hey, here's one of the more dangerous things I've seen working with over 250 clients with their business finances. And that's actually just relying on looking at your business checking account or credit account to get a sense of what's actually going on with cash flow in your company. And the reason I say this is I actually had a sales call the other day with a gentleman who runs a $17 million a year construction company. And what's really interesting is I asked, hey, how do you actually manage your cash flow? How do you organize things? And he said, well, I just look at my bank account. And when it's really high, I make really free decisions. I feel free about making decisions. And when it's low, I feel kind of scarce and I tighten up in terms of my spending. What's really interesting is that you can really a habit that you form early on can stay with you forever. And what's really interesting is, luckily, in this case, it hasn't gotten to a point where it's actually caused too severe of a consequence that's caused him to change. But he even admitted and said, I don't think that I can keep relying on this forever and just keep looking at my checking account. And the reason for that is, we've seen this too running a professional services company ourselves, is that, hey, we might have someone pay for 4 or 6 months of services up front that's contracted, but we haven't paid out the labor costs on that because we're going to pay it out month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. And so if we get that huge influx of cash and we just view it as that's money to be spent and we can use that however we want, without taking into account I've got it already put aside for those 6 months of labor costs, I'm going to be in a position where if I spend all of that in the next 6 months, I'm fighting to make payroll or I'm fighting to have to try to pull from a line of credit to cover the $6,000 that I should have saved in the first place. And so if you're just relying on your business bank account to check and see how your cash flow is doing, comment waterfall below. I'm going to send over a training on how we do our end of month process that actually helps us know how much we need to be setting aside every single month so we're aware of what our true cash flow is. So if that's you, you're interested in that, just comment waterfall below and I'll send that over.